What if F. Scott Fitzgerald came back up to Earth and said, "It's pronounced Jatsby," and left? I would be flabbergasted. I would say, "You're J. Jatsby. Oh, Jareet. Here we Joe a John. Here we go with GIF again." People would continue pronouncing it with a hard G. Oh, Jareet. The book would still suck? Cool name. Still a shitty book. Gay Jatsby. Great Jatsby spoilers greater than. This is the true reason why they killed Jatsby. They couldn't handle it. Less than. Not sure now, not sure when I read this on Instagram. Get original. Love how this implies he's burning in hell. I like that this implies that Fitzgerald is in hell as he is coming back up, instead of going back down. I hated this book in school. Now I hate the frick who wrote it. I'd say, who the fuck cares? I didn't actually read the book anyway and I still passed the class. What if people used this sub for interesting questions instead of shitty jokes? English teachers around the globe surely have a collective suicide pact already planned for such occasion. I'd grab him back in the room and ask for him to rewrite the story instead. I'd think, that's weird. Why didn't he just spell it with a J to start with, and then carry on? Jatsby. Jareet Jatsby. Gay Jatsby. I'd just jujule it, to see if he's right. So Jesus can't come back to save humanity. But this dude just beat death to bestow the dumber pronunciation of Gatsby upon the world? Man, this universe makes no sense. I'd then continue having never read The Great Gatsby. We dig up his grave and burn the bones, like we do with other authors who come back from the dead to dispute our interpretation of their work. Or I would wonder why he didn't say that in the 15 years prior to his death. You do realize he didn't die before they invented audio recordings and radio correct. Innumerable doctorates in literature are conferred upon the next generation of substitute English teachers who become even more insufferable at parties. Irrelevant because, for example, GIF is pronounced DJIF because it is an acronym, therefore pronounced as a whole word itself. He can kick rocks with the GIF guy. It'd be just as stupid as the guy who made GIFs not realizing that it isn't pronounced giraffics. I would immediately insist people call B Javin fish. This made me laugh out loud. It's made my day, tears of joy, thank you. Just stealing things from Twitter without shame, huh? No, it isn't. F didn't coin the name or anything. P. We'd be asking some really hard questions about the way life works. We'd change what the F initial stood for. It is quite likely that he was so far into the bottle, gin, that he was slurring all his other words too. It is best to sit him down in front of a bucket. Hen, would it be the Jareet Jatsby or are we just ditching the consonants? Well, there goes the symbolism of his name. Woman shrugging, medium light skin tone. Well, that's just Jareet. The joke is that The Great Gatsby was a title added very, very late in the publication process. The original title, up to that point, was Trimalchio. Up to Earth? I like the idea that Fitzgerald is a demonic agent and rises like the devil from a pit just to unleash this horrific revelation. Isn't that how it's pronounced now? If I can ignore the guy insisting GIF is pronounced JIF, I'm sure I can ignore Fitzgerald here. They would do a skit on Saturday Night Live. I'd run him over with a Rolls Royce before he had the chance to leave. Have you ever heard of Death of the Author? It's a philosophical lens to study works of fiction wherein the original creator's intentions are ignored after their fans fucking off them for their terrible ideas. I'd keep saying it the way I've been saying it. It's not like he's gonna beat my ass, Sue. I read this as Yatsby. IDKY, but this notion has me laughing like a stoner. It's pronounced Gay Jatsby. Joe, damn it. I'd say sorry M8. What if Twitter shut down so people from Reddit couldn't steal tweets? I wouldn't care because I don't even know who that is. Everyone lets out a collective JASP. I would wonder how we would say GIF. Thanks Mr. Fitzgerald. But we can take it from here, I would say. That would be Jareet. I was just talking about this book 5 minutes ago. This website is freaky. I would be happy. I'd understand why it's pronounced as GIF. I would then ask him how to pronounce GIF. Someone has Twitter. The Jareet Jatsby. F. Scott Fitzgerald up in this nizzle. I wouldn't believe it till Zelda confirmed it. He didn't write it, so I wouldn't give a fuck. You know you've seen too much FNAF shit when the first thing to come to mind when seeing Fitzgerald is the security guard. Fuck. Well then he came back to say, it's pronounced Jatsby, and then left. That's a weird way to pronounce great. The Jatsby Gatsby? Get the fuck out of here Fitzgerald ghost. The book has been in the public domain for the last few months. I can just re-release the book with the only change being that it's pronounced correctly. Why you got to say fuck Scott Fitzgerald? What did Scott ever do to you? I'd like this in the form of a GIF. I also saw this tweet posted elsewhere on Reddit. https://www.reddit.com/r/nonpoliticatwitter/comments/nj56mz/jatsby/closing parenthesis. Godspeed old sport. Joe damn it Fitzgerald. Then I'd say, oh, okay. People would still pronounce it with a hard G. The creator of GIF said it is pronounced with a J sound, and choosy developers choose GIF was its early motto, a play on choosy moms choose GIF, peanut butter marketing. Yet most folks under 35 pronounce it with a hard G anyway. Thanks for watching. See you later.